The Biblioteca Alexandrina recently inaugurated its 18th edition of the International Book Fair 2023 in cooperation with the Egyptian General Book Authority and the Federation of Egyptian and Arab Publishers. The Biblioteca Alexandrina opens its international book fair with the participation of more than 70 publishing houses from the United Arab Emirates, Kuwait, and Saudi Arabia, in addition to the Egyptian publishing houses. The director of the Biblioteca Alexandrina Library, Dr. Ahmed Zayed, said that the exhibition includes 70 Egyptian and Arab publishing houses this year and an integrated cultural program that is held on the sidelines of the fair. The event includes a wide range of activities that exceeds 100, between seminars, lectures, workshops, and conferences. The events target diverse groups of audiences, from youth, women, and children, as well as media, history, heritage, poetry, literature, and writing, arts, technology, as well as human development enthusiasts. The exhibition discusses a range of issues on the local and international arena, such as the development of education, artificial intelligence and its applications, women's issues, and drama. As for the cultural program, it presents an important group of workshops for teaching hieroglyphic writing, Arabic calligraphy, creative translation, and academic writing, and it also offers film production workshops, documentaries, and other creative writing workshops in all its branches as well. This year, the exhibition hosts some distinguished writers, artists, media figures, poets, and others. Dr. Zaid confirmed that the library is keen on the presence of Alexandria's creative figures in its cultural program. The exhibit also presents a set of interactive seminars under the title Alexandrian Creativity Has Many Faces, in which it hosts senior intellectuals. Among the distinguished performances presented at the Cairo Opera House, headed by Dr. Khaled Daghir, is the Cairo Opera Ballet Company, Carmina Burana Show, and dances, accompanied by the Cairo Opera Orchestra, led by Ahmed Farag, and the Cairo Opera Choir, led and trained by Mina Hanna and directed by Armenia Kamel, for 4 nights at the Grand Theater stage. The Carmina Burana Ballet is choreographed by the late Dr. Abdelmenem Kamel and inspired by the famous song of the same name by the German musician Karl Orff. The ballet embodies the struggles and contradictions of life, represented in good and evil, love and hate, happiness and pain. Every scene in the ballet, the wheel of life turns joy into sadness and hope to despair, and vice versa. As for the ballet dances, we watch a ballet choreographed by Terry Malandin and famous German musician Johann Brahms. This work combines the classical and modern elements, and it is characterized by kinetic and visual dazzling. It revolves around a group of funny relationships between 4 young men and 4 girls, each trying to get to know the other and highlighting some of the psychological characteristics characteristics of the show's heroes, which varied between shyness, hesitation, arrogance, recklessness, and seriousness. It is worth noting that the Cairo Opera Ballet Company was established in 1966 and was affiliated with the Higher Institute of Ballet and presented its first performance in the same year. The ballet company began presenting its performances abroad since 1972 when the troupe started touring many countries of the world, including Russia, Bulgaria, Yugoslavia, Germany, France, and Tunisia. The ballet company became one of the troupes affiliated with the Cairo Opera House in 1991, under the supervision of the artistic director, Dr. Abdelmenem Kamel, who added many works to its repertoire, including some of the world's famous classics, such as Romeo and Juliet, Swan Lake, The Nutcracker, Giselle, Don Quixote, The Rite of Spring, Hamlet, Carmina Burana, Bolerio, Cinderella, and In Spite of Everything.
We're here right now at the Cairo Opera House, a cultural hub of arts that brings in all forms of arts together, such as dance, music, and singing, including ballet and plays as well, here at the Opera House to entertain and better culture the Egyptian public. Let's find out more about what the Cairo Opera House has in store for us.
Under the auspices of Dr. Nivin El-Kilani, the Minister of Culture, and in cooperation between the Cairo Opera House headed by Dr. Khalid Dagher and the superstar Medhat Saleh, the first performance of the Professor Project was launched, which aims to reformulate the Arab musical heritage with new orchestral arrangements while preserving its unique character.
قولوا الحقيقة قولوا بحبه بحبه من أول دقيقة قولوا بحبه مدوهني حبه قولوا بحبه مدوهني حبه عيونه الجميلة
هنا النهاردة بنحضر أول حفلة من سلسلة حفلات الأساتذة وده مشروع فني مهم جدا.
Dr. Nivin El-Kilani, the Minister of Culture, said, "This project marks the beginning of a strong start to reformulating our musical heritage in a modern and renewed ways and presenting it to a new generations in a way that suits the rhythm of the times while preserving the original artistic identity." The Minister of Culture also expressed her happiness with the great initial positive return achieved by the first concerts of the project, which is an indicator of the success of the project, technically, publicly, and organizationally, as the project represents one of the vital tributaries of Egypt's soft power and embodies the unique artistic taste that Egyptians possess, stressing that Egypt will remain a fertile land full of the elements of arts, creativity, and culture.
في سلسلة حفلات الأساتذة.
جمالي ما كنت في حالي هني بقلبي الخالي جمالي ما كنت في حالي بتهني بقلبي الخالي الرمش جري وندهني وفي قلب العيون دورني الرمش جري وندهني حيرني وشغلني عليه الحب اللي زايد والشوق اللي قايد من أول دقيقة قاموا عيون جريئة.
The star Midhat Saleh, accompanied by the orchestra led by Maestro Hichem Mustafa and accompanied by the famous pianist Amr Slim, sang a selection from the works of the time of beautiful art put together by the great Egyptian and Arab composers, including Muhammad Abdel Wahab, Muhammad Fawzi, Riyad al-Sumbati, Farid al-Atrash, Baligh Hamdi, Talal Maddah, Al-Rahbaniya, and others, after redistributing it in a modern orchestral way.
الفن الجاد ان احنا دايما
Dr. Khaled Dagher, head of the Opera House, said that the artistic project The Professors keeps pace with the development in the fields of life, stressing that rephrasing and distributing the works of major composers is a renewal of one of the colors of the creative heritage, while preserving its unique character of distinctive melodies, templates, and phrases, as well as enriching the library of Arabic music, stressing that the adding modern touches to traditional compositions contributes to its dissemination among the various segments of the public and is commensurate with the artistic orientation of young people and new generations.
طبعا الموسيقى العربية ككل يعني.
Dagher also expressed his great happiness with the great success witnessed by the first concert of the project and the impressive public turnout for the concert, including the musical works that were well received by the audience, expressing his confidence and optimism in the continued success of the project.
الإقبال عظيم عظيم.
نسوني اللي عايشين جنبي عايشين جنبي بصيت له قام حبيته نظرة عيني ناديته بصيت له قام حبيته نظرة عيني لقيته قولوا له يقول لي عليه الآخر انت قول له ايه قولوا له يقول لي عليه الآخر انت قول له ايه جاي يصحيني قلبه جاي ينسيني حبه وعيونه جريئة وعيونه جريئة
The Professors project will not be the last, as the Ministry of Culture will implement its program plan during the summer period throughout the Republic, including the Citadel Festival for Arabic Music, whose activities will be held in a number of Egyptian regions at the same time, coinciding with the main activities.
صالح اختار ألحان مصرية قديمة.
The maestro Hisham Mustafa said that launching the first concert of the project accompanied by the superstar Medhat Saleh is such a brilliant idea to maintain enjoying our musical heritage in a modern way. He also stressed that the Arabic music represents the originality of the musical heritage and its unique authentic character that have and will live forever through such concerts and beautiful strong voices helping in reviving such treasure.
غنوها قديمة الناس ما كانتش تعرفها وحبوها وافتكروها ان هي بتاعتهم.
This project is a step towards modernizing the musical heritage and reformulating the Arabic music library in order to provide an opportunity to present them in a modern way which attracts a diverse range of audiences, especially young generation. Shuruq Bikir, Cultural Magazine.
You're still watching Cultural Magazine. Hope you're enjoying this episode so far, but we still have a lot in store for you in this episode, so stay tuned.
In celebration of the 63rd anniversary of the establishment of the diplomatic relations between Egypt and the Dominican Republic, a concert was held in cooperation between the Cairo Opera House and the Dominican Embassy in Cairo, with the participation of the Dominican violinist Aisha Sayed in her first appearance in Egypt.
It's been wonderful to be here in Egypt, such a historical country and an amazing culture to just, breathe in. So I'm just very, very happy to be here and thankful, first of all, to God and, of course, to the Embassy of the Dominican Republic, who has organized this beautiful concert, and to be performing with Maestro Ahmed Farag the musicians of the Cairo Opera House is just incredible because we have this sense of community when we're playing, and I'm just thrilled to be here for the first time. I started playing the violin when I was 5 years old. Then when I was 11, I had this huge opportunity to perform as a soloist with the Dominican Republic Symphony Orchestra. And then I was admitted as a first Latina at the Yehudi Menuhin School, a school for child prodigy in London, in the UK. And that was the first scholarship I had from the UK government. Then I went on to receive full scholarships from the Royal College of Music, by God's grace, and the Guildhall School of Music and Drama too, which is where amazing cellist Jacqueline Dupré studied, and also at the RCM Leopold Stokowski, Benjamin Britten, and Gustav Holst. So for me, as a Latina and also half Pakistani, to have come from those countries where maybe classical music is not very strong and receive these full scholarships was just amazing. I have the huge privilege to perform with wonderful orchestras all around the world, but just always coming back and getting invited back is a wonderful thing. I would love to perform actually here with the Symphony Orchestra, the Brahms Concerto or the Beethoven Concerto. That would be a dream come true. Absolutely, for me to perform with a musician from the actual country and somebody like Maestro Ahmed Farag is wonderful because there's a real communication, and as you said, music is a universal language. So for me, it's just been a beautiful path. As a Christian, I am very thankful to God to put me here, and it's wonderful. I'm hoping to see the pyramids tomorrow, and I just really cannot wait.
The program included Vivaldi's famous composition, The Four Seasons, as well as a number of classic works by major international musicians, led by the maestro and conductor Ahmed Farag.
Actually, we have today a very famous and well-known in Europe and the States violinist. She's one of the most talented violinists, of course, in nowadays. And we enjoyed a lot working the Four Seasons. It's a masterpiece for a violin, and of course the audience loves the piece a lot. And working this, it's so fun, and it's so nice working with a very great violinist and playing a masterpiece. So it's a challenge, and in the same time, it's so nice. Yeah. In any case, the music it's a language by itself. So that's what we say always, that the music it's unite all the nations. In another way, of course, Vivaldi it should be the same Vivaldi with the same style, but we work very hard to find the art in the piece. Even if I'm an Egyptian, she's from a Dominican Republic, Vivaldi is an Italian, but it's always the same. Yeah, it's a universal. Yeah. Well, with the ballet it's different, and with the singers it's different, because actually in the opera, for example, we manage with the movement of the singers. Same thing with the ballet. We manage the music. We try to contact between the music and the movement of the dancers. Same thing with the movement of the singers, the breathing of the singers, all this. If we play with a symphonic orchestra, it's something else. We feel more free, of course, because we are not contacting to someone else, but with a soloist, it's almost the same, because we are accompanying the soloist. Whatever he do, sometimes she's doing lots of great things in the rehearsal, but maybe in the concert she will change some stuff. So we are accompanying this. So actually the connection between me and her, and between her and the members of the orchestra, it's different, but it's in a good way.
Aisha Said was born in Santiago, Northern Dominican Republic, and became the first Latina to be admitted to a school for talented at the age of 13. She showcased her talent as a soloist on various international stages and obtained a bachelor's degree with distinction from the Royal College of Music in London, along with other major full scholarships. Her talent was highlighted by the media in various countries, including Germany, the United States, South Korea, Brazil, Argentina, the Emirates, and other countries. This concert sheds the light on the values and the culture of the Dominican Republic people, as culture and musical exchange can shorten any distance between any nations from the east to the west. Shuruq Bikir, Cultural Magazine.
This brings us to the end of this episode of Cultural Magazine. Hope you enjoyed it, and stay tuned for more here on Nile TV.